Hey guys, this is the finished product, so if you don't want to be patient, stick around to the end, here it is. If you do want to see some cool footage, check out the refinish process on this walnut dresser that we picked up for about $19 and a special ending that's important to me. So here it is, the $19 walnut veneer dresser that has particle board just pieced out and blasted. This edge banding is just chipped out, looks like a tiny little beaver chewed it in a shotgun from a G.I. Joe hit it, whatever. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's what it looks like to me, and I really didn't have the energy or the desire to restore the veneer back to its original condition, and I'm not so sure that I even have the skill set to do that, to be honest with you. Some of those dents were a little too deep, and I'm not the best at pencil work or pen work with matching grain, so I decided to use one of my favorite things ever, which is water-based wood filler and paint. And this is the process. Now, these drawer pulls I've found absolutely incredible, and I'm going to try and duplicate them in a later video. And speaking of drawer pulls, 3 of the 5 drawers pulled incredibly well. 2 of the 5 were a little shaky. One of them was snapped off, which I'm repairing here, just a little scrap mahogany piece that I had in the shop. And I'm just lining it up to make sure that it's square, straight, and evenly spaced. Wood glue on the bottom, 18 gauge nail on the top. Start scuff sanding. As I go through each drawer to make sure it's done, I finish with a scuff sand, repairing veneer or any significant damage that's there along the way. I use super glue, blue tape, and clamps commonly on my veneer repair. Wood glue's not bad. Contact glue adhesive like veneer spray is not bad if you have to re-veneer, but super glue does the trick just for something like this. Something I want to mention here is speed square. No matter what your skill level is, but especially if you're just beginning or if you're in a hurry, use a speed square to line your drawer slides. And also wipe your glue. It's way quicker to clean up glue with a wet rag than to sand it down 2 hours later. So veneer turned out okay on the repair. Could have done a better job, but I think this piece is going to stay in our house, so I kind of let some stuff slide. Scuff sanding 220, dust collection along the way, and a little bit of wood stain. I think it was early American, maybe provincial, just to freshen up the look and all the deep dents that blasted through the veneer into the board, just to kind of color match with the grain. Sanding out this wood filler, total time probably took me about 40 minutes using 150 grit, not blasting through, taking my time. The heat slowed me down, but you can see all these light colorations are the dents that were filled with the wood filler. Deep dents take 2 coats, sometimes even 3 if you're skim coating, and you'll see that darker color in the corner there means it needs more because it turns lighter once you scuff sand it. The top, it's really starting to show its true colors. It just looked like a bunch of cats attacked it. And sometimes when you buy old furniture, that's actually what happened. So I don't know. Some of this just looks like normal wear and tear. I'm guessing this piece is an actual mid-century 60s to 70s piece. It's on the later end. Shellac primer. I use Zinsser. Any shellac primer will do. De-waxed shellac because you can't really truly put a clear coat over a waxed shellac product. Yeah, just kind of getting after it here in the shop. Got all my fans running, big doors open, still sweating. Just want to get proper ventilation because that stuff stinks. This is a Sherwin-Williams Emerald paint. I think it's Black Magic. Rolling it on with 1/4-inch nap. And using my cut-in brush, and I scuff sand in between coats to knock off all the nibs and the lint from a fresh roller. And then I save the roller just by putting it back in the paint can. And then this is where I royally screwed up the entire project. I decided to use a water-based clear coat like a dumb dummy bear. And I used it in the same tray that my shellac primer was in, and I white tinted the entire thing. I'll save you the time. I repainted it. I'm adjusting hardware. These legs came with it, so I went ahead and rolled with them. So there you have it, the finished product. It's a semi-gloss black paint with original walnut veneer drawers. And the best part of the project is the drawer slides, the handles actually, I should say, which I had nothing to do with. It's just amazing fabrication from back in the day. But the other thing I wanted to mention are the dudes who are always behind me and who have my back, who just show up when I ask for help or never judge me for the stupid little side projects I take on, and offer wonderful opinions and pretty much shower me with support and aren't afraid to show love and encouragement. And it just makes me want to be a better fabricator, a better builder, a better refinisher, and most importantly, a better friend. So to all these dudes, mentioned and not, thank you. You know, I could do a whole separate video on friends and family, but to this group of guys, just huge thanks.
It's like 50-50, it's just right. Like, this could be the project where you go, I can take on projects now.